when I am healed, I am not healed alone. Of course, I hope you can recognize this dreamer perspective in what this is referring to and talking about. So it's a pretty interesting thing when you really start to experience the fact that wherever you are and whatever state you're in also is everyone else. I know a lot of people think about drugs, for an example, that when you're stoned, everybody's stoned, and you can't really see through the filter of your state of mind. Because you're stoned, you think everybody's stoned, but they're not, right? So it's an interesting thing because of trying to, I know it's a weird theory, right? I mean, a real metaphor, right? But in the sense, it is the same thing because to you, you don't know what's outside of your universe. Just like right now, when you're a body, everybody's a body. It's your crack of choice. You are high on a body right now, and everybody is, so relating to the metaphor, you're stoned on a body. So everybody's stoned on a body, and you can't see past it. You can't see through it. And that's the same idea. So that when, to whatever degree, to whatever state of mind in which you reach, also there's a majority of the population reach that as well. So you can also imply that means a certain, whatever percentage of your mind, 5% is healed, that means 5% of the population is healed. Does that make sense? If 100% of the population or 100% of your mind is healed, then 100% of the population also is healed. We can say that 100% of our ideas and beliefs revolve around bodies, and therefore we see. We don't see 100% of the population of what we are as bodies, but we don't see the other percentage. So it's a pretty, they're like not visible. Whoa. Okay, so it's interesting and weird as which I'm speaking today. The interesting concept here is that it is a reflection of your mind. So whatever is occurring in your mind occurs out here. It's like that dreamer. Everybody in the sleeping dream will experience what the dreamer believes. The dreamer believes in bodies. That's why you experience bodies. The dreamer has all these ideas of sickness, makes sickness happen. Sicknesses occur. It has reasons and purpose for these sicknesses. Maybe not. Doesn't matter. It happens. Right? So once the dreamer's mind is healed, then everybody in the dream is healed. Right? I mean, this is a pretty simple little deal, right? So, of course, it seems a lot more complex when you're actually trying to apply it and you're trying to figure out, well, what is the definition of healed? If I'm a healed mind and I'm trying to heal somebody else, oh, I'm better than you. Oh, we're equal, man. Don't you understand? Yeah, well, I mean, how if we're equal, we literally understand the same thing. So you can't see somebody else that is unhealed if you are healed. Just like you can't see somebody that's not stoned if you are stoned. Not saying that you have to experience that or not, but it's just the concept, the idea of it, where you think and process everybody differently. Right now, your world is processed through the ideas of physicality, the ideas of separation. Therefore, you see all spiritual entities as physical entities. There are no physical entities at all, and essentially no separate entities whatsoever. And yet, you see it that way. See how it is working that way? See it? You see it? So it is that one Son that is being healed. The one Son, the one dreamer of the mind of Christ. It's that one essence. There was something really beautiful that I wanted to talk about in there. Perhaps it stood out to you in there, something amazing. And once we all know it, thinking about my death experience, a lot of people are like, well, I wasn't healed with you, Devin. Well, you were. You did experience that, but the coming back, you also experienced as well. So it picked up right where it left off. You didn't even notice anything happened. And essentially, nothing did happen. It's in a universe in which it did happen, into a universe which it didn't happen. So even right now, that it didn't actually happen. Everything that happens doesn't actually happen. I feel like we're not getting anywhere today. So when it's healed, nothing occurred. Even the healing never occurred. The healing is the only thing that will officially never happen whatsoever. Just like forgiveness, it really doesn't do anything. It is the lack or the absence of anything being done. What you forgive is no longer occurred, so it's actually the less than what happened. Less than what. So once you have something that occurred, that's something, right? That's something that occurred. You forgive it. You don't only not do forgiveness, you also don't do the action, or the action never occurred. So you're like -1 from actions in which happened. Did that happen?